Hello everybody and welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. So we're going to get started on a little mini album tonight. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for because it's already quite late here. So I had a little experiment. Where have I put my experiment? Oh, I had it in my hand a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's fine. I've got my experiment. It's here. I'm ready to show you. So I've got a little idea. Wanted to share. We'll get started because I know I'm late. I'm late for an important date. You guys. Let me just check my my camera is working. Hello, Miss Heather. Hello, Anne. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Shaz. Pam, Anne, Judy. Fantastic. Great to see you all. Right, what's going on? My internet is not speaking to me. Come on. What's happening? Sorry, something weird is happening. Oh, that will be because my phone was facing downwards. I'm like, why is it dark? Oh, yes, because my phone is facing down onto the surface. Oh, dear. Oh, now I've disappeared completely. I don't show chat. You can't see the chat. Is that what you're saying? Can't see it. Just refresh it. Sometimes that happens to me when I'm watching a live stream. All right, so I want to show you, oh, hold on, how to make the beginning of a little 3x3 mini album just using a piece of 12x12. And I plan to put like a cover on this, which I haven't done yet, but this was me working out how to make it. Okay. And then the other plan I have is actually to punch a hole in some of these so that it creates a little bit of a framed area. I don't have HV sound. You don't have sound. Kim, that's your end, not mine. Shall I private message her and go turn it up? Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn your device up, Kim. There we go. We'll see if she gets that message. All right, so I'm going to use this lovely, I keep wanting to call this heirloom papers, but it's not. It's Poetic Expressions. I think it's because it reminds me of some papers that were out a few years ago called something heirloom. We'll go for that one, I think. It's a really pretty colour. Hi, and Heather. Hello, Terry McCharles. Lovely to see you all. Right, so the trick I found with these types of albums is, although I have done this in the past where it's quite tempting to use your scoreboard to do all your scores and then folding, I found that even the minutest kind of little what's the word, where it's not completely accurate, so the minutest inaccuracies does cause a lot of problems later on. And the most accurate way to create one of these is to actually just do it by hand and to do proper origami type folding, in that you make sure your ends meet properly. So if you're new to this type of folding where you do have to be quite accurate, I'll share with you my little tips. And these are things that I've learned from doing origami over the years. So basically I'm wanting to fold my square in half. And so you sort of bring up the corner on one side to meet it, and then you bring up the corner on the other side to meet it, and you make sure that, you know, your ends are completely on top of each other. And if it's not, if you can see a little bit of the underneath, it means that something's not right. So you move it over until everything's completely covered. And then when you're as happy as you can be, you basically hold that middle one down and you draw your finger right down to the edge there. Because once that crease has been made, you can then spread that crease out to the sides and it will be as accurate as possible. So if this point you do want to get your bone folder and really help those creases set in, you can do. Right, so what we're going to do is actually do this a few more times. So going to then fold the end to that middle crease that I've already just done. So because this is a 12 by 12 piece of DSP, what we're doing is creating 3-inch squares basically. We're going to have 3 creases on each side and then 3 creases. So 3 creases going horizontally and then 3 creases going vertically. And so we'll just to give us a few minutes to do this. Make sure it all meets up. So there we go. Let's turn it around. Hi Monica. Kim, can you hear me now? Hi Judy. Who else has come in? Hi Jackie. Hi Brigitte. Is it Brigitte or Brigitte? Brigitte. I think it's Brigitte. Good eye, Monica. Do this again. Now I have also attempted to do this using my trimmer, but trimmers can be just a tad inaccurate. You know, I mean, this is when you're being I'm being super pedantic about measurements, but even 0.5 millimeter can actually, when you're 0.5 millimeter out 3 times, that's 1.5 millimeters out, isn't it? So that repetition of being inaccurate can cause problems when you're making this type of paper craft. So that's why sometimes it is just better to kind of rely on your own instincts and your own abilities to do something like this. Now obviously if you have got some dexterity issues, then yeah, by all means just resort back to your scoreboard and figure out how to do it. It was your Bluetooth. There we go. All right, so there we have a piece of paper that's got 1, 2, 3 scores. 1, 2, 3 scores. Now we're going to sorry, I've just been teaching the altered canvas class and I haven't actually stuck down all my flowers yet. And I'm making a bit of a mess here. All right, so as I said, because sometimes your trimmer can be slightly out, I'm going to put use my eyes and line up that score line right in the middle of my score, the line in my trimmer. And as I do that, you see, and look to the left, you see how that's just under 3 inches. See? So if I'd relied on my trimmer to do the scoring, I would have been a little bit out. So I'm just lining that up with my eyes. So now what I'm going to do is cut 3, 6, 9. I'm going to cut down to that final score there, like so, and move it over. So that's at 3 inches. I'm going to move it over then to the 3rd line, and I'm also going to cut down all the way to the 3rd score line. Make sure everything is lined up. Stop there and turn this around. So this is roughly in at 6 inches now, and I'm going to put that, and again I'm eyeballing it. I'm not even looking at the numbers up the other end. I'm just making sure that this is all properly aligned, top and bottom, with the right in the middle of that track. And then again down to 9 inches there, like so. Now, of course, there might be tiny inaccuracies, tiny weeny, but it's fine. So then, to put it together, you kind of need to decide which side you want to show, and I want the purple side to show. So because of that, I'm going to do my first fold actually there, so I know what I'm doing, and hold those together. And then these then get folded backwards and forwards. And then once you start that first one, you kind of keep folding like so. And that is what makes your wee little book. So we're going to make a cover to stick on the front there, a cover to stick on the back, and then I think we could get our 2-inch punch out, and or even 1 3/4. Is 1 2-inch all right? Well, my 2-inch punch hasn't been behaving itself recently, so I'm tempted to go with 1 3/4. It can get a little bit temperamental when it's near the edges of things. Eric would love you for using pedantic. Oh, the word pedantic. Oh, it's a good word. It is a good word. Right, so I want a little window here. So this is my square. I'm going to aim my circle punch in the middle of that square. So, oh, helpfully, the punch is actually 3 inches wide. So as long as you get it, I mean, you could mark a middle. Oh, for you, everybody, I will mark a little cross, little X. X marks the spot, just to make sure it is in the middle. There we go. Corner to corner. There we go. So that's the middle. As middle as it's going to be. There we go. That's one end. So I'm only doing these circles punched out where I know that I've got, I'm going to be making a little pocket. It's like a side pocket. So there. This one. That would look cute. Oh, actually, I'm going to flip it over because I want the punch to go from that end. This one I'm going to eyeball. I'm going to live dangerously, everybody. I'm going to eyeball this one. So if I get it wrong, I get it wrong. All right, so that's that one. Oh, no, working the other way. That one. It's all right, I know what I'm doing. You might not know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. It'll be fine, I think. And then, of course, we can use these for decorating later on. We don't need to waste those. I need a bit of glue. I'm just going to resort back to this glue because I've got it on my desk. Although it does need a bit of a clear out. Thank you, Miss Vicky. Pedantic is my hubby's favourite word. Is that because he is pedantic or you are pedantic? Come on, glue. Come on, don't fail me now. I might have to dig from the other end. Oh, come on. Look, it happens to the best of us. This whole glue clogging scenario. Right, are you going to flow for me? Flow, baby, flow. Okay, just going to glue tiny little edge of this. A little bit, a little bit. The reason I'm using this glue is because this is kind of like supposed to be good for book making, and the thing about the Tombow glue is that sometimes I don't want it to dry tacky. You know, I don't want any danger of it being tacky. And I just fear that sometimes with Tombow, especially if I'm going to have an element sliding in and out, I don't actually want that tackiness there. Now obviously I don't need as much glue as that, Ruth. Oh dear. Let's tidy that up a little bit. There we go. Just going to close that. Clean that up a bit. Right, then this one here. Now to save time on this project, I don't think I'm going to put any, I'm going to have any pullouts from the tops. I think we'll just decorate. Stick this together. So that means I can actually start sticking some of these pages together just to help it be a bit more secure. So let's stick, although I guess what I could do, oh no, I've put glue there now. Oh well, I'll stick this one together. And then what I'll do is I'll just stick along the bottom and along the side of that one. There we go. Excuse my green fingers tonight. I got rather inky earlier. Right, I'm going to check I'm doing this right. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, so far so good. Right, let's do a double check. Da, 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 da. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, all good. Right, now I want a little bit of card, and I want to cut a base that's just a little bit bigger than 3 inches. So I'm thinking just maybe 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 will be fine. Let's see how much I've got here. Oh, I might have enough there. Okay. I'm going to cut it at 3 1/2 there because I want a nice sharp corner. So I'm cutting at 3 1/2, then I'm flipping it over, cut at 3 1/2 again, turning it around and cutting at 3 1/4, flip, 3 1/4, ta-da. Then we want 3 1/4 here, flip, 3 1/4, then just check this, 3 1/4, flip, 3 1/4. Okay, so now I've got the hard task of deciding what papers we want to decorate my outer section with. I think because I have enough of this, I'm going to go for this. So because this is 3, because this is 3 1/4, I mean 6 by 6 is kind of a bit overkill really. I don't necessarily need it, as I just need kind of enough to fold over. So let's have a look what that would take us to. So 4 1/2, let's give it 5. So I've got like this inch strip that I can cut off here and maybe use for something else. So I just need 2 squares of 5 by 5. flip those over. So I'm going to stick these, oh, excuse me. Oh, right, now I need to schedule the class for doing those other little mini albums. I've got 6 people interested so far. And I think I did waffle on the other day about trying to find a date in the diary and then completely forgot to do it. Right, I'm sticking my squares there. Give that a bit of a rub. Who's that? Hi, Deb. Who else has just come on? Hi, Diane. Right, once you've stuck them down, you then need to get your bone folder and just run it down the side of your chipboard or grey board, whatever you call it. Oh, it is basically chipboard. It's what they used to make those chipboard shapes out of. It's that kind of thickness, really. Then we fold over like so. And fold over. Fold over. Now, can I be bothered to find my little special squares to cut these out? No, I can't. So I'm just going to cut a little corner off. I bought some special bookbinding tools, didn't I? But they're in a basket and I don't want to rummage. This is super simple. So there we go. Done. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there is space on the Dinky Mini album. There's spaces for the, oh, what's it called? The Junk Journal album. Space for that as well. That's Friday, this Friday. And then I won't be doing a class for a couple of weeks really because I'm away. Right, before I fold these side ones over, I'm going to just get my bone folder just to help the paper know what it needs to do, okay? Because sometimes paper has a bit of a life of its own and it wants to do its own thing, a bit like children really, a bit like children's. You know, they need a bit of guidance. This is the way. This is the way you want to go. Because if you go the other way, there will be negative consequences. Right, that's one side done. So of course you don't have to do them exactly the same. If you wanted to use different papers, you could do that. And now obviously I'm in a hurry, so I'm just gluing everything. So top one, bottom one, get the bone folder, little squish there. Oh, that's not stuck down. Little squish there, little squish there and there. Pull it over. There we go. I've discovered the grey board that comes with my postage stamps is the best. Fab. With your postage stamps. Oh, what you buy when you buy them. That's useful. Yes, please do recycle. Don't be buying special grey board for this. Oh my days, no. Right, do I stick this in now or do you think I should wait a little while? I actually quite like the idea of sticking a piece of paper like between there so that we have a little bit of an interesting oh, I've got some leftover cork board. Oh, who remembers the cork paper? Ooh. I know it's retired, but oh, that would just look so nice. Right. Apologies, people, for using retired product, but This is the reason I kept some of this, because it's so nice. Actually, I'm going to cut myself 1.5 inches, just so I know I've got enough. I just realised my hot glue gun's still plugged in. Oops. I thought I could smell something. Right, unplug that. Right, so if I cut this at, what do I do that at? 3 1/4. If I do this at 3 1/8. Ooh, that's lush. Hi, Sherry Wilker from Indiana. Lovely. Nice to meet you. Hi, Lynn. What time is the junk journal? It's my 7 o'clock, Anne. I'm afraid it will be. Actually, what time would that be for New Zealand? What's the time with you now? Ooh. Actually, no, I'm going to cut the 1/8 off because I don't want it to show. I'm actually going to just do it under. No, I'll do it at 3 inches. So this width is, it's 1/4 inch, but just, I suppose when it gets all filled up, it's just going to spread out. That's just the way it is. So if I line this up here and here on my grid paper, see that's got the 1/4 inch gap that I need there. Useful, hey? Do you all have time change this Sunday? Oh, hold on. DST UK. Let's see. No, ours doesn't change until the end of March. No, our clocks did not change just yet. All right, so I'm going to put a bit of glue there. So, yeah, we've got a little while yet. We've got Mothering Sunday next Sunday. Then we've got a gap, haven't we? And then it's Easter. So is that Easter weekend it changes? Because Easter's a bit earlier this year, isn't it? All right, I don't know why I'm being so cautious. I think it's because I've never done one of these before. Oh, no, don't move. Oh, no, that moved. Right, line it up, line it up. I think the cork is not very porous, so I'm just going to keep rubbing it. And no, that's not stuck yet. I think it just needs to dry. All right, can't wait too long for that. So I'm just going to stick this in. Yes, Australia and the US is different. And it's Mother's Day in those regions, where it's Mothering Sunday to us. It's different thing. Although I was trying to explain to May, I said, oh, but the whole Mother's Day thing has come over from the States. We didn't really, that wasn't what it was originally to us. Oh, that just reminds me, normally I do something for the ladies at church. We do some little flowers and stuff, don't we, to give away. Hundu, you need to swap your peppermint tea for wine. You'll be a whole lot more creative. Okay. This is a bit too technical for you, Cindy, at this time of day. Ooh, who made madeleines? Very nice. Right, so I need that to go on, but I need these pieces to line up. So I'm just hoping it's going to be okay, because I can't see what's going on in the inside. I just going to do that and hope it's going to be fine. Oh, you're starting adult beverage later. Easter Sunday and BST the same day. Oh gosh. Oh, it's not quite as accurate as I wanted. I wonder if I can peel that off. Oh no. Oh well, it's a bit ski-whiff. Oh no. No. I don't think I'm going to be able to change that now. It slightly moved. Oh well. There's kind of a level of flexibility to that, although that is tearing there. Oh well, it's my first one, so I'm going with it. Go with the flow. Right, what I'll do, I think for the next bit is be able to fold that down. I'll cut the pieces that I want to decorate out of different things, different papers, and I don't think it's going to be. I'm definitely not going to complete it tonight, but I'll start cutting up some panels just to show you what I was going to do. So if I cut this at 2 3/4, cut a few that size to decorate. I'm going to have to work on that spine idea. I do like it, but I'm going to have to figure out the kind of the mathematics of it to make sure it looks right. But there we go. That's what the artistic creative process is all about. It's learning, making mistakes, making adjustments. No, it's not always perfection at the first go, and that's why I often say in my classes there are, that you're here to learn something, so you might not be 100% pleased with your end results today, but go away and practice and put into practice the skills you've learned. And it's the same with stamping or any type of creating, really. You need to learn to be objective and not judge yourself too harshly. heat gun. Do you think that will take that off? That glue? I'm willing to give it a go. Oh, I better move the plastic out of the way first though. Oh, Pim says it too. Not sure if it's just drying it. Oh, what? No, I think it's the sort of glue that it actually just makes it more bonded. Yeah, I think if it was a different type of glue, it would work differently, but not this one. It's actually making it want to stick more, so I'll just let it stick. I'll let it do what it wants to do. Right, there we go. Maybe Tombow, it works. It might work for Tombow. Right. Oh, fair enough, Monica. And it just goes to show, doesn't it? We could be crafting for years, but when we're faced with a new skill, or doing a new tool or new technique, it can throw us a loop, you know. But we have to trust the process, that we will learn. Every time we do something, we will learn from it. So it's okay. Yeah, I just don't like how this has worked out. No, I wonder if what I should have done is stuck that over the top after I'd stuck it down. Maybe that's what I should have done. Oh well. Just keep going. I want to see if I can slip something in there. Oh yeah, that does work. See, that's quite nice if you're making this into a bit of a mini photo album. That's why I put brag book in the title, because I thought, ooh, I can imagine little photos going in here. Oh, I saw the most beautiful made album today on Instagram. There's a lady that I follow who's very into the whole like shabby chic, and she makes a lot of her own flowers, like from foamaran and card, and oh, just beautiful. And she'd bought a new like collection of papers. I can't remember the company, but she showed some really fun like fold out bits, and it's just really nice to see something a bit, well, something I'd not seen before anyway, with the way she'd used vellum for pockets and that kind of stuff. Hi Nancy, I use a product called Undo and it will remove any type of glue and not damage it. Wow, that sounds good. Alright, what am I doing? Blue, Lost Lagoon. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to carry on that pattern because my brain can't think of anything else right now. Just going to decorate that. Yeah, I don't know the way that that's pulling there. I don't know if that's because I stuck those together. I should have stuck those a bit tighter. or whether those should have been stuck together a bit tighter. Okay, answers on a postcard. So if you're going to have a go at this, yeah, just don't make the mistakes that I did. I think I spread my spine too wide. Right, I do want to slip a piece of cardstock into there though. What colour? Oh, there's a bit of pebbled path here. That'll look fine. We'll 2.5 cut it. Oh yeah. Might need to make a little notch, or maybe do the notch. I was going to say do it in the back, but I've decorated now. Although it is quite nice to see that pattern through the other side. It's not, you know, looks okay. But sometimes it's nice to see a higher contrast between, you know, a plain and a pattern. Alright, I think I'm just going to leave it for there tonight, everybody. It's a nice wee little start. Hi, Annika. There we go. Oh, excuse me, yawning. So I've got my little pieces here. Got some of those left over, which, you know, could stick in the middle. So we'll keep these all together with these as well. Little scraps. If I get a chance to play tomorrow, I'll do a bit more. So I'll leave that on my desk. So I was using the, what are these called? Poetic Expressions papers, and they're in the mini catalogue. And they're quite, what's the word? They are like patterned rather than pictorial. Yes, that's what I mean. You know, they're kind of fairly generic, all the patterns. I mean, there's one that does look like it's got pretty little flowers on it, and there's some that's definitely got a floral element to them, but they're pretty generic. So it's a good one for making little albums like this if you don't want any sort of specific theme. So but yeah, it's quite sturdy, I would say. Especially once you start sticking in those extra bits and pieces. So anyway, just thought it would be fun to do. I have done this before with a slightly different size, but wondered what it would be like doing it 3 by 3. So yeah, very cuteness overload, I would say, this one. That's fine, Jane. Yeah, you can just watch me make it. Bit of fun. Yeah. All right, everybody. Lovely to see you. Thank you, those of you who joined me tonight in class. And yes, there's still spaces for the junk journal class if you'd like to take that. I was going to have a look to see some possible dates for the other mini album class. There's April the 19th. I think I'll pencil that in, April 19th, for the mini album class, which is this one. And these ones. So basically the class will consist of making, and you will get, so this is what my job will need to be once I've scheduled this, is sorting out the measurements that you will need for cutting these out and what you'll need. So this is just like a, so that comes out like that, that comes out like that, then there's that, then a tuck, little tuck spot here. Now that could be a double one, it doesn't have to be single, but I will give you the measurements for the single, and it's up to you if you want to make that double, and then that folds out. So there we go. And then this one, oops, wrong way. That's this one where you have the triple pocket, and we shall fold. So if you've done stamped one sheet wonders with me, or if you do stamp them, this is a really lovely one to show off. Okay, so if you're interested in that class, I'm going to set a date for the mini album. What am I going to call these ones? I think I'll call them One Sheet Wonder, mini album class 1, because I anticipate being able to do more actually. So One Sheet Wonder mini albums class 1. All right, so 19th, put those in your diary then, 19th of April. Yeah, you get to make 2 albums. Yeah, sorry, these 2 are the same. This is exactly the same. This was just my prototype. Yeah, I mean, if you want to cut more, Kim, I know you like to be prepared. You're welcome to cut out more pieces. So I'm nearly, I think I've drawn these all out in my sketchbook. So I just need to cut the piece, give you the measurements for these, and sorry, write them down, and then I'll be ready to do the book when. So at the moment, I've got a list of 3 people who, as soon as I do create the event, I will contact you. But if anyone else wants to do it, could you just maybe comment in this video, and I will be sure to contact you with a link for when I've created the event. All right, so put it in your diaries though, Friday the 19th. I think I'm free. I believe I'm free. And then we can start looking at May, because I don't have any classes. Oh, I've got weeks booked out though for doing stuff with my parents. So yeah, I could do a class on the 3rd of May If anyone's got any ideas, won't they get too thick when you add photos? Oh yeah, they'll get nice and thick. Yep. But that's why with this one, when you do the belly band, you need to allow for a bit of wiggle room with that. Or you can just have it as, I mean, I've just done this as like an encouragement folio, you know, just to put things in. Or what you can do is, instead of, you can leave this area blank to put your photos in, so don't stick your one sheet wonders in there. I mean, I'll give measurements for doing those layers, but you can decorate it in a very different way than I've decorated it. So yeah, no, it will get nice and thick. But this one's got a bit of room. That's got room there. Yeah, they'll probably just go to sort of that size. You know, at the moment it's like that, but you know, once it's got its photos in, it will do that. It's £20, Rachel. Yeah, I don't know where you are in the world, but yeah. So Friday the 3rd of May. Were there any classes that people wanted to do that I haven't done for a while? Any stamping ones? Like, I haven't done a wreath class for a while, if anyone's interested in that. So I'm not expecting you to let me know straight away in the chat, but you know, I'm just putting it out there that I need to be scheduling a few more. So please let me know. I know some of you wanted to do a class based on, what's it called? Oh, the one with a nest. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, and some of you might have been interested in doing an Easter wreath, but Easter will be over by then. So anyway, let me know. Let me know. I'm happy to oblige. Why can't I see comments? What's going on? Oh, there we go. Right. Take care, everybody. Really lovely to have your company, as always. And I'll get to see you guys soon, I hope. Come down like that. There we go. And open that up. There we go. Right. Take care, everybody. Bye.